Andrew, welcome to the U.S. Welcome to L.A. Wanted to ask you first off the bat, what's your preferred name? Do you like going by Andrew, Andy, Drew? Any nicknames?
Drew, definitely not Drew. Andrew, my mom would want me to say Andrew, so written down Andrew, but everyone calls me Andy, so I don't mind Andy at all either.
Sounds good. My question is, MLS has been known for years to have a bad sort of stigma about being a retirement league, and here we see a player of your caliber, not even in your prime yet, coming over to the league. What was your decision behind coming to the MLS at this point of your career still, before you hit even your prime, to sort of, challenge yourself in this new league in a sense, and new continents too?
Yeah, no, I think it was a really exciting opportunity when I heard of the interest. You can see the level of the league, like some of the players that are over here are real top quality. So, no, it was just an exciting opportunity. Yeah, and that was kind of my thinking. I said, why not? Why not give it a try? It's really exciting. Exciting is probably the main word. Yeah, it's just looking to play a different style of football in a different continent, like you say. So, yeah, just really exciting.
And on a follow-up to that too, was it LAFC for you all the way in a sense, or were you potentially considering other clubs in the MLS, and what appealed to you about LAFC?
Well, I spoke with Neil, of course, when I first heard of the interest, and yeah, no, it was a pretty easy decision when he was telling me all about the club, and of course I've heard about the club through the media and everything. So, yeah, it was a pretty simple decision when I heard of the interest.
Thank you. Happy to have you here.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll go over to Josh Gross.
Thanks. Hey, Andy, good to talk to you. You're on loan through the end of the year. What are you hoping to get out of this time? It seems like a short window from the outside, but what are you hoping to accomplish over this period?
Yeah, it's maybe a shorter window than a normal loan, but it's really like the business end of the season. So it's a really exciting time of the season. So, yeah, just hoping to help the team as much as I can with our goals. Hopefully making the playoffs and doing as well as we can. Hopefully getting as far as we can. So, yeah, no, just really excited to play a part in that, and hopefully that can be a big part. Yeah.
Yeah, and coming into this dressing room, what do you make of the guys around you, and how have you been welcomed? Everybody always says everybody's just so welcoming,
Yeah.
and gracious and helpful. That's been your experience as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, definitely. No, everyone's been brilliant. It's a really good dressing room, real positive atmosphere around the place. So, no, it's been really good. I can't speak higher of everyone, to be honest.
Was there anyone who said no to MLS for you in your circle, who thought maybe that it wasn't the best choice at this stage of your career?
No, definitely not. It's like I said, like you can see the talent in the league nowadays. So I don't think that maybe if that was a stigma in the past, I think that's definitely changing. But now there was speaking to obviously people I trust in football and the people at Brighton as well. Just gave me a real positive feeling for the league. So now there was none of that now.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Daniel Olea.
Yeah, Andrew, welcome to Los Angeles.
Thank you.
I would like to ask you, what's your perception so far from the LAFC fan base, LAFC 3252? I know the comparison is very different. It's a diversity crowd, but it's one of the qualities that the fans enjoy is the spirit. Are you willing to bring the Irish fighting spirit to the fans?
Yes, of course. Yeah. No, I'm really excited. Obviously, I haven't played a game at home yet, so I'm really excited to see the home fans, especially. But even travelling away to San Jose the other night, seeing the away fans travel, it's a long journey. I know it's short in terms of the MLS, but it's still a long trip. So no, you can really see the passion, and yeah, hopefully I can repay that. Hopefully I can get them behind me.
And in your personal opinion, do you see this just saying this is short term, but you have a place like Wanga, like Sunny. Do you see, instead of like blocking yourself like, oh, I don't have any chance, you can see this like this is my opportunity to show and prove myself?
Yeah, of course, it's a big opportunity to play with some really big name players. and I think throughout the whole squad we've got such quality. So it's really exciting. That's all I can say really.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Is exactly where I want to be, where my family wants to be too. It's just we discovered here an amazing city, amazing atmosphere and environment to build our family and to live. And we are so happy also. Our locker room is just amazing. I'm so happy to be here for 3 more years. And yeah, that club gave me back in the day a huge opportunity, and I really appreciate that. And now they are giving me that confidence, and I will try to give my best to give this back. So I'm so happy. Y pues en español, la verdad muy contento desde que llegué. Pues fue un sitio que me encantó, que encajó perfectamente con mi manera de ser, con mi familia, con cómo nos sentíamos aquí. Y la verdad que, bueno, muy contento, muy feliz de poder continuar aquí, tanto con el vestuario que tenemos como con la gente que trabajan aquí y todo. Es una alegría estar aquí, es un club espectacular que todavía tiene mucho margen de crecimiento, y estoy seguro que entre todos vamos a tirar para arriba, y ahora pues con el objetivo de seguir consiguiendo títulos y seguir haciendo historia en este club que tiene mucho por dar todavía.
Okay, we'll take questions over Zoom now. We'll start with Jim Alexander.
Congratulations on the contract, Sergi. Question for you: how much of the decision was a personal one, a family decision, and how much was it for the on-field, the play? How much would you say when you were making that decision you weighted those two things, the family aspect and then the professional aspect of it?
I would say it's a difficult question to answer, because it's both in both things I feel like is the right choice. If I think professional, what I would like to continue my career, to continue to improve, continue to perform, and to give my best years of my career, where I would like to do it, and what I think is the perfect place, this one. And then I say, I ask myself where my family would be better than here. I don't know. There's no many places that I like more than here. The weather is incredible. The atmosphere in the club is amazing. We are so happy with our daughter here. She was born here, and it's special for us. We find our spots. We are so happy in our community and our neighborhood. So, I don't know what percentage to give you, but it felt right in both ways. So it was an easy decision for me to take, and I really appreciate the club for the confidence.
Congratulations, and good to have you around.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Josh Gross.
Sergi, congrats again on the extension.
Thank you.
You said you thanked the club for the opportunity. When you came over from Saint Etienne, maybe the expectations weren't so high. Maybe people didn't know exactly what you would bring. Have you gotten more out of the MLS experience than even you could have imagined?
¿Qué dijo? ¿Cómo la pregunta?
Que si has sacado más de la experiencia en MLS de lo que tú esperabas.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I always said that when you came here. When I came here, it's like you don't know that much about MLS. It's so difficult to watch it in Europe. Even if I like to watch all the leagues and to know about every league and everything, it's so tough to watch and to follow MLS. So I knew a few things, but I didn't know that much, and it really impressed me. Like the level and how fun are the games, how intense, the physicality that a lot of teams brings to the game, and I feel like every year is getting better. Better coaches are coming, better teams are built, the stars are coming in a age that is almost close to their primes, like Sonny, Muller. We can still see his feet. Burki, these kind of guys, they could play in Europe, but they choose to play here, and this is very good for the league. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here and to keep growing with the league.
Do you feel like you got the most out of your career by making this move as opposed to staying in Europe?
Yeah, 100%. I think. Well, I don't know how I would do in Europe if I would stay, but for sure, even if I have to choose, and I make myself this question, where I prefer to be, LAFC. Here you compete for, it's a big market, you compete for big city, compete for trophies every year, you have the opportunity to play with some amazing players like we play here always, and you have a very good league that is growing in a very good country, or you go, imagine, I don't know, to the mid-table team on Europe, on Spain. I don't know. I don't know what to answer. It's really tough question for me, but I really feel like LAFC is the best decision that I made, and I'm so happy to be able to do it 3 more years and to grow here as a player and as a person.
And one last me, if I could. You and I spoke before the season, you may not remember, but you said one of the things that you hoped to improve this year was your offensive sort of output, your contributions on the offensive end.
Yep.
Was the assist and the play you made on Denis' goal in San Jose similar to what you had hoped to accomplish? Was that an example of something that you thought you could improve on and be better this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I tried during all the season. The other day, I could do it, and I was lucky to have the knee in the other part of the pass. You know, when you pass to him, it's easier. He can transform a normal pass in an assist, and he did it in the first goal. The second goal was a little bit easier for him, but yeah, it's something that I always work on that, and I want to bring that to the team too, and get better. I think I got better, but in some moments I didn't have this point of luck that you need to have an assist, or maybe I cross, it was a good cross, and then at the last moment the defender touched the ball, or the knee or someone shoot it and it was a post, something happened, but this last game I got lucky in that action, and yeah, it's something that I for sure, especially when I play as a wing back, I have to bring to the team. I have to be able to do it, because the team is exactly what he needs. When we play back four, maybe they ask me more about the defensive stuff, and I try to do my best too in that aspect. But when we play with wing backs, for sure I have to do this kind of actions and be better there. Thank you.
Okay, we have time for 2 more. We'll go to Rodrigo.
Hola Sergi, enhorabuena por quedarte más tiempo en Los Ángeles. Es increíble lo que este equipo ha hecho en tan corto tiempo, que han hecho tan bien las cosas que muchos jugadores prefieren venir a LAFC que un equipo con más historia como el Galaxy. Se habla mucho también del trabajo que tú has hecho, que toda la organización ha hecho, y también si podía preguntarte sobre lo especial que va a ser el domingo con el regreso de Carlos Vela y el homenaje que le van a hacer. Gracias.
Sí, no, sin duda. Yo, si vieras mi WhatsApp, mi Instagram, muchos amigos que tengo, de buenos jugadores de fútbol y también amigos, pidiéndome qué puedo hacer para ir a LAFC, qué tal, necesitáis un medio centro, necesitáis un delantero. Todo el mundo quiere venir aquí, es que es normal, es un club que además hace las cosas muy bien, llama mucho la atención, poder también tener la oportunidad de, al menos para mí eso es muy importante, aprender de jugadores como Sonny, como Hugo, como Carlos, que tenemos todos muchas ganas de verle también en el domingo en un homenaje que no se ha hecho y merece ser hecho y merece escuchar esa ovación que el público le va a brindar y el cariño que le vamos a dar todos, porque bueno, es el que empezó todo esto, el que puso las primeras piedras aquí, como diríamos, y la verdad que con él empezó todo, él enseñó el camino y los demás pues lo siguieron hasta estar donde estamos ahora. ¿Quién hubiera dicho el día que Carlos empezó que ahora estaríamos aquí también con el club está creciendo, tiene como afiliados en diferentes, en Suiza, en Uruguay, el club se va moviendo, va creciendo en esa alianza con el Bayern que tenemos, bueno, son cositas que van haciendo que esto sea más grande y más grande, y tener a estrellas como Oli, como Hugo, como Sonny, ¿quién nos lo iba a decir, no? Y este club estoy seguro que no va a parar aquí y va a intentar seguir creciendo y creciendo hasta ser mucho más grande y por supuesto pues a seguir haciendo las cosas bien para que la gente prefiera seguir viniendo aquí que a la otra parte de la ciudad.
Y para acabar, Daniel Olea.
¿Qué tal, Sergi? Felicitándote nuevamente.
Gracias.
Por esta renovación. Están robando los aparadores aquí el día de hoy. Preguntarte cómo fue este proceso de renovación, en qué momento se te acercó LAFC. Me imagino que no lo tuviste que dudar porque ya todos sabemos de tu calidad, y si te sorprendió un poco esa oferta, ya que usualmente el equipo últimamente tiene la tendencia de pedir jugadores a préstamos a corto plazo, y qué tuvo que desde tu punto de vista, qué tuvo que probar o que logró Sergi Palencia para esa renovación.
Bueno, esto fue a final de la temporada pasada, ya como entraba en mi último año de contrato, al final pues tienes que tomar un poco una decisión de qué quieres hacer, anticiparte un poco, y ya pues tuve esa conversación con John y con Steve, que a los dos decían que les gustaría contar conmigo para más tiempo, y pues rápidamente les dije que a mí también me gustaría y que sería un placer, y a partir de ahí pues las conversaciones no han sido rápidas porque es que siempre hay primero cosas que hacer, y además aquí con el tema del salary cap nunca sabes lo que vas a necesitar y entonces pues esto se va como retrasando un poco, pero el acuerdo verbal prácticamente lo teníamos desde hace mucho, y la intención desde final del año pasado, así que ha sido una negociación fácil y nada, con muchas ganas de poder seguir demostrando el campo, y lo que dices, pues bueno, yo siempre he sido el mismo jugador, siempre he intentado ser un jugador constante, sin muchos altibajos, siempre un poquito en mi línea, y después también, que yo creo que es una cosa que ellos valoran también, el trabajo como fuera del campo y fuera de lo que es el día de partido, el ser un jugador que en los entrenamientos siempre intenta dar el máximo, que en el vestuario intenta ser buen compañero, que trabaja duro, que intenta traer esa mentalidad, esa cultura aquí. Yo creo que es una cosa que valoran y que bueno, es una cosa que me ha ayudado a poder seguir aquí vinculado unos años más. Así que bueno, eso evidentemente no va a cambiar, y yo les estoy también muy agradecido a ellos.
Okay.
It's been over a month since Sony joined this team. Do you think enough synergy has been created by now?
Yes, very much so. I think there's been a nice portion of momentum after his arrival. Energy in the group. Anytime you add new players, you get that. But when you add players of Sony's quality and magnitude, it's even more. And so we're absolutely pleased to have him. And from what I can tell, watching him every day and observing his behavior, he's very happy to be here too.
Okay, then on a scale of the 1 to 10, how would you rate Sony's performance so far?
Well, I would have to go into my documents because I do rate players every week. I'm going to keep that to myself, but thank you for the question.
Then, with 6 points at stake in this two match against the Salt Lake City,
Mm-hmm.
it will be crucial for the standing better. Okay, what do you believe will be the key factors in secure win in those games?
Yeah, I mean, if you saw both games, our last two games against San Diego and now against San Jose, you saw two good performances by LAFC. One where our finishing was clinical and our defending was also very solid. We didn't let a lot of chances in. And the other was the opposite. So I think the performances and the effectiveness in the opponent's box and our own box will determine the points in Salt Lake City and at home against Salt Lake City.
All right, we're going to transition over to Zoom. We'll start with Rodrigo.
Coach, I just want to check an update of Nathan. How is he doing and his availability for this week? Maybe not tomorrow, but the weekend.
Yeah, day to day, Nate is doing great with his recovery. Will not be ready for tomorrow's match, but it's getting very close.
Was it any muscular problems that he had?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go over to Josh.
Thanks. Hey, Steve, other than Nathan, any other injury concerns for this match?
No, I would put Jeremy in the same boat, who's extremely close to being able to help. Also day to day.
Okay. The club announced the extension of Sergi Palencia, and obviously he's been a big factor for the club since he joined in 2023, and someone you've spoken very highly about the last few seasons. Is he the same player today as he was when he arrived? How have you seen any changes in him over the time that he's been here?
It's a good question. I think fundamentally, yes, it's the same player. You don't really change a whole lot. What changes is character, and what changes is sometimes how emotionally attached you get to a project. And Sergi is all in, and Sergi is in many ways the heart and soul of this team, and he is irreplaceable for us. And on a one-on-one note, really a coach's dream. He gives you everything he has every day, day in and day out. He attempts to implement the strategies. He has questions if it doesn't feel like if they work or they don't work. So really, just a pleasure to have around this team. We're lucky to have him, and an absolute joy to coach as well. And once you get to know him too, his personality is extremely likable as well.
Last one for me. This is the first of the 3 games that you have in hand. How do you think about these matches? I imagine you treat them like any other regular season match, but the fact is that they're moved later into the season. They take on, at least from the outside, more significance just because you have fewer games. So how do you take advantage of these games in the best way possible?
Simply by winning. The only thing that we can do at this point in the season is to win games and keep climbing the table, keep adding points to our account, and that's our main concern. Not even concerned with the weekend yet. We're only concerned with tomorrow.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll go over to Jim Alexander.
Hey, Coach. It's obviously a weird scheduling quirk getting the same team back-to-back within a few days of each other. Is the preparation the same, or you sort of let the game play out tomorrow and then take it from there when you're preparing for the weekend game?
Yeah, I think you'd have to. You have to wait to see what happens tomorrow. I think the initial opponent analysis becomes less after tomorrow. But then you have, real data that you can use, and video footage you can use from our experience tomorrow in Salt Lake to prepare the group for Sunday's match. But we have to see how the game shakes down, and we have to see what went well, what didn't go well, and in any sports environment, the opponent will make adjustments too. And so, when you play teams back to back, sometimes it can be a little bit of a tactical game going on, trying to change things, surprise the opponent. But we'll see. We have to wait and see how tomorrow ends up for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll finish up with Daniel Olea. Daniel, you still there?
Hey, Steve, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, thank you for your time. Just as a follow-up for the resigning of Sergi Palencia, we already know that you're not going to continue with the team next season. How much is your involvement with these decisions, like resigning, who's staying, who's coming? Is this just a John Torrington decision, or are you still part of the process as well?
Yeah, part of the process for sure. But in this case, I don't think there was any doubt, nor I don't think any extra opinion was needed. If financially doable, Sergi's a player you sign in a heartbeat. There's zero question there. And to be fair, there's a lot of players on a roster where if you have the ability to re-sign them, you do it without asking anybody else. I think that's a fairly obvious extension.